I just told Rick after the game, that I know my guys try to play hard, and I respect the heck out of him because I know he gets his guys to play hard. But between turnovers and fouls and bad decisions, we just made this a prehistoric game today. It was unbelievable. Just inability to understand time, score, make better decisions. I can't speak for Rick's team. I'm speaking for our team. And but it's a win. It's a win, and we did play hard. I think we out-rebounded a team for the first time since, like, October. We tried to battle on the glass, but they got 17 offensive rebounds, and that's bad. That's good for them, bad for us.
Question for Coach. Make sure you get a microphone.
Frank, they didn't shoot that well. Do you attribute that to your defensive performance on the perimeter, or was it just they were missing a couple of chippies?
They were a good defensive team. I mean, you go through and you look at our numbers all year, and outside of the last game we played, everyone else is not touching 40 when they play. And, so we're pretty consistent. I think, obviously after DJ Hogue, our number probably changed, but I believe if we're not leading, we're in the top 3 in the country in three-point field goal percentage. It's what we do. It's what we do. I thought they missed some shots too. I thought they had some looks that they just didn't make. But they're a difficult guard because they got a lot of face-up guys, and they face you, and they're tough as nails, and they drive you, and they make it hard.
Yes, sir.
What was Hassani able to do tonight to give you all a little bit of a spark offensively?
He's been playing better and better. He's starting to understand kind of what we do a little bit. He still kind of goes into mental blocks. Kind of forgets what we're doing or forgets what we're trying to run. Like all first-year guys, it's not the thought process is not as smooth as it is for a senior. But he's been, he was starting to play well for us when he rolled his ankle and missed that week, and now he's been engaged in practice, and he's starting to have a peace of mind on what to do and not to do. And I think, like all first-year guys, the ball's starting to go in the basket for him. So he's taking – kids nowadays, it's all predicated around them seeing the ball go in the basket. That's the enthusiasm that they play with. That's the confidence that they play with. And he has seen his ball go in the basket a couple times now in the last couple games. And I think it's making him a little more confident, a little more aggressive.
This is 3 out of 4 games that PJ's been in foul trouble. That was kind of your biggest issue with him last year. Is he reverting to anything that he's done last year, or has it just been a couple of
He didn't play well today. He was not very good today, and that's not – he just didn't play well. I don't think he was engaged, and that's why he was in foul trouble. His fouls were senseless fouls. But his foul trouble wasn't an issue today. It was just he just didn't play well. It happens.
And does it make it more difficult when Chris and PJ are both in foul trouble? Does that change anything defensively?
We're obviously, John. We like to play a lot of guys, especially early in the year, on purpose to get guys ready for moments like this. You go on the road in conference play. And now you ask certain guys to play that haven't played, and don't get mad at them when they don't perform well. So we've played a lot of guys. We're comfortable with the depth of our team. We're comfortable playing certain guys. But to answer your question, there's a reason you have starters and backups. You want your starters on the court, right? You'd like to substitute not for foul trouble. You'd like to substitute to rest and to take advantage of certain matchups and things of that nature. Unfortunately, with Chris, not PJ as much until today. Last game he got in foul trouble. Today he just didn't play well. But when you got a sub for foul trouble, it's usually your own guys making mistakes. But Tennessee's hard. Tennessee comes at you now. They're relentless. They just don't stop, and they make it real hard on you.
Frank, you guys are 3-0 in the league for the first time in 20 years. Just how important was that, or how good of a foundation is that so you don't have to dig out of another hole in conference play?
I mean, that's Dave, that's awesome for our guys. It's awesome for our fans. that's not going to help us beat Ole Miss on Saturday. You know, it's Jim Herrick had a great saying. He says, "I'd rather be up than down. I'd rather have the ball than not, and I'd rather win than lose." So I'd rather win than lose, and I think our players think that way too. I mean, believe me, don't think that I don't sit at home and feel real good about where we're headed compared to where we were at 4 years ago. But at the same time, what we got to do from games like this is figure out a way to build confidence in what we're doing, confidence in the next day, so we can perform a little better, so we can correct some of the things that we're not doing well. But a lot of our ill today was Tennessee. They just brought it to us, and we answered the bell. We didn't back up. Like when we played at Memphis and those places, in Seton Hall, for example, I didn't think we answered the bell when they came at us. We answered the bell today, but then you got to kind of make better decisions, and we didn't do that. But 3-0 is better than 2-1. 3-0 is better than 1-2, and 3-0 is better than the proverbial 0-3 we were my first couple of years. And I tell our players all the time, at the end of the year, they don't ask you how or by how much. They say how many. And if you got enough wins, then they like you a lot more than if you don't. So we got to figure out a way to go get another one on Saturday.
Frank, is Mike just hitting that freshman wall that they usually hit come SEC play? And what are you seeing from him in terms of early foul trouble, and then he kind of gets out of that groove?
Yeah, Mike's been interesting, and I don't want to speak for him. Maybe we get home, you guys can ask him. He's been a little different since the holidays. I think he misses home, like most foreign guys do. Everyone else has family for the holidays, and he don't get to see his family, and I think that has something to do with it. I could be wrong. He was a lot better leading into this game than he had been leading into the past 2 games. I didn't expect him to play well the last 2 games. I really did not. I expected him to play better today. I think the physicality of today's game bothered him. I really do. I think he got wrapped up with the physicality of the game. But like he did in the second half against A&M, he answered the bell and he made plays to help us win. I got no idea how he just dribbled that ball through everybody. I think everybody on Tennessee was surprised that he was still going. And, he makes that layup. That's a big play. That's a big, big play for him to go finish that play. But, he didn't play great, gave us 8 rebounds. I've got to help him a little bit. I'm playing him in the low post way too much. I've got to play him from the elbows and top of the key a little bit more. That's something I got to do. I've got to help him a little bit. Mike's a real good kid. Mike wants to be coached, which is what makes it fun. He wants you to coach him. He doesn't want you to just let him fail or tell him, a lie. He wants you to tell him the truth, and he comes in every day, and he's ready to go. He's been better leading into this game. I assume he's going to be better tomorrow and Friday, and hopefully plays better on Saturday.
Last question.
You talked about this wasn't necessarily an artistic game, very physical game. With y'all's defense and the defense y'all consistently play with, how well suited are you to kind of survive in this type of game?
When we score a little better and we don't turn it over 20 times, I kind of like our chances a lot more. Our defensive concepts is something that our team continues to grow into, and it's predicated around not letting teams run their offense. It's kind of, West Virginia doesn't allow you to run your offense through their full court trapping pressure. Ours is designed to not let you run your offense through different techniques, but it's the same philosophy. Tennessee, they don't let you run your offense. They get in there and kind of make you go through counters and different things that you probably haven't practiced. So it's what we do. It's what we do. We practice it hard every day. Our players are committed to it. That's why we've become good at it. And when we play as hard as we played today, because we did play hard, I like our chances of winning.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank you.